Have you been to see Banyak yet?
Those tents look pretty impressive. These fellows aren't paupers, that's for sure. Are you Combat Master Van?
Aye.
I'm Henry. Eric said...
Ah, another greenhorn. Nice to see Kozlik's doing his job. Mind you, most of the peasants he's... Hey! Don't I know...
Yes, you taught me sword fighting in Scallis.
Wait now. Yes, I do remember. We met at the alehouse. Well, I'm glad you made... Alright, let's see what you're good for. Have you got a weapon?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Alright. I want to rob you. Jesus!
I've had a bit of practice.
So I see. I'll tell Eric what you've got in you. Don't worry about that. But so you don't think...
Oh, that's very generous.
Well, I don't want to take it to the grave with me. All right, listen. Before you start...
I think I've got it. Can you teach me to be...
Me? Teach you?
Sir, may I...
What is it?
I went to the Fight Master as you ordered, and I...
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think I know what's troubling the young master. He's surprised to see me here. And the feeling's mutual. When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
Radzig?
Indeed. This boy is very dear to him. And I expect he's looking for this? Am I right, young man?
You bastard.
He's coming round.
I apologize for the discomfort, but it's for your own safety. And ours, of course. You can count yourself lucky, lad. I'm gonna keep you alive. I'm sure your father will pay a nice fat ransom for you.
My father's dead. That lackey of yours wouldn't even let me bury him.
He doesn't know, Eric. Nobody told him. He told me, a foreigner, but not him. How very inconsiderate. I'm sure you'd rather hear it under different circumstances and from someone else, boy. But beggars can't be choosers. Your father, your real father, is alive. You even know him. It's your liege lord, Radzig Kobyla. Although, how much can he really care about you? Here you are, a homeless orphan, and he still hasn't acknowledged you. Your parents are both dead, aren't they? I thought so. And yet, Radzig still hasn't told you the truth. Could it be that he's ashamed of you? I wonder if you'll want to pay that ransom after all. Well, best not think about that. If your father won't pay your ransom, you have no value to me.
My father's dead.
I understand why you feel that way. My own childhood was not dissimilar. How strange that we should have something in common. But I've delayed long enough. Now it's time for you to tell me why you came here.
I was looking for my father's sword, which was stolen by a certain bastard.
And I found it. But I wonder which father you mean. In a way, it belongs to both.
Doesn't matter who it belongs to. I'm gonna kill you with it.
You're hardly in a position to threaten me. But now I think of it, why not? When your father, your real father, pays, I'll give you an opportunity to try.
I think that's very generous of you.
Isn't it?
Radzig will crush you, and I'll be there to see it.
I very much doubt it. You spied on our camp. You must realize that your father hasn't a fraction of the forces I've gathered. And now, with the king in captivity, there's no one to levy troops to come to your aid. Even united with Hanush and Divish, your father couldn't raise more men than I have. The only force in this country capable of defeating me is Sigismund's. And he pays me. When he wins, I win. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything. So meet the new lord of the realm.
A man like you will never rule here.
Have you never heard of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, or Sahinek the Dry Devil? They fought for your king and plundered the estates of the lords in Austria, just as I'm doing here. Like they say, the stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Sir, it's time.
Now, I'm afraid I have more important business to attend to. I'll leave Udo here to keep you company. And let's hope for both our sakes that your father pays up. Farewell.
Rot in hell!
Knock some manners into him, Udo. Come on, Eric, let's go. We've got work to do.
Henry, wake up. Can you hear me?
Jesus, that brutally worked you over.
Here. Try to drink.
I thought you'd never come round.
How do you know my name?
Don't you recognize me?
Zbyszek. You fucking traitor. You throw me to those bastards, and then look me in the eye like nothing happened.
Shh! Quiet. Maybe we started off on the wrong foot. But I'm your only chance to get out of here alive. So do you want my help or not?
What do you want?
I want to get you out of here. But if you'd rather, I can leave you to rot and get the shit.
Why would you, of all...
I've got my reasons. If not for the good of my soul, then for the good of my purse. It'll cost you a few groschen, and that's all you need to worry about.
shouldn't I? Even when it comes from a treacherous bastard who set his cutthroat friends on me when I was trying to bury my parents.
I won't deny we didn't get off to a very good start. But this is a chance.
So what exactly?
Nothing you need to care about.
Look, it's true we didn't get off to a good...
Not a day passes without these cutthroats pulling daggers on each other. And I'm the youngest, so they make a slave out of me.
A bandit's life isn't quite how you imagined it, eh? My heart bleeds. But...
Look, I just want to live a normal life. For that, I need peace and some coin. You need to get... My help won't cost you 1/10 of what Istvan would want from Sir Ratzik.
Why don't you go on your...
What would I do? I've been left alone in this world and I'm an outlaw. How long do you think it'll take before...
How do you propose...
Finally, we're getting somewhere. I know a way you can get out of the fortress without anyone seeing you. I'll untie... I'll wait for you outside. Afterwards, you'll tell your noble father...
Risk? Sounds riskier.
Not really. What are they going to do with you if they catch you? They want to ransom you, so the worst they'll do is lock you up again.
What about my...
Eric has your things. It would be suicide to try...
Oh, wonderful. So I'm supposed to make a run for it like this?
It'd be better if you wore something to blend in, it's true. But I can't go and get you anything. I'm supposed to be guarding you. So if I...
All right, then.
That's what I want to hear. But first, swear you'll tell Sir Rats...
You have my word.
All right, I'll have to trust your man of honor. Now listen, I found a place where you can easily get out. Down in the camp on the slope above Sasau, there's a place where they throw... The pile of shit reaches almost to the top of the stockade. All we have to do is jump over...
Free and covered in shit.
Well, first, we both have to get there. We can't let anyone see either of us. I'm supposed to be guarding you and you're... Well, I'm supposed to be guarding you. There shouldn't be anyone outside in front of the barn. When you're out, go left along by the wall. I'll wait for you not far from the camp, by the dead tree. What?
Hey.
now. Look what's crawling out. Bring it up! Well ended. I'll slaughter you!
Where could he? Jeez. Is that a...
I'll slaughter you! Well, look what's happened. You got weak in the knees, have you?
What's that? I can't stand any more of this.
So, we're out. Now it's time for you to keep your part of the bargain.
Don't worry, I keep my word. But I have to go to Ratai and see my father.
Fine. We should get out of...
Well, you'll have to help me. Somehow the massage I got from that big bastard.
A horse.
Any word about your boy, Radzig?
Nothing yet.
Let's hope he hasn't done anything rash. Wouldn't surprise me given the balls that he has. Now, I wonder where he might have got those from.
Don't start, Hanush.
I'm sorry, sir. This fellow...
Henry!
Father?
I told you he had balls.
Well, I see that you haven't been idle, and we'll certainly need to have a talk later, but not quite so publicly. It looks like you have plenty to tell us. What happened?
I got a bit tied up at Vranyik. But now I know what they're planning.
What's being planned? And who's planning it?
There's no longer any doubt about it. It's that Hungarian noble you were hosting on the same day Sigismund...
Sir Istvan...
Toth and his people. Everything fits. They're the ones making the counterfeit money and using it to hire mercenaries from all around. He's already got quite an army at Vranyik.
But what the fuck it?
I can tell you exactly, and you won't like it.
How's that?
I had quite a long talk with him.
What?
When I was trying to get into his camp, I was taken captive. We had a bit of a chat. Actually, he told...
What?
I suppose he thought he didn't need to keep it secret any longer. I'm not all that...
Why not?
What's that bastard?
He's in the service of Sigismund. He wants to destroy King Wenceslas' allies. That means us. He's gathered a very large force. I'm honestly not sure if we can defeat them.
That fucking cunt!
How many men?
More than 100, I'd say.
And how secure is their camp?
It's an old abandoned fortress on a hill above Sasau.
Bastard! I'll crap.
That's easy to say, old friend. It seems Toth isn't taking any chances.
Together with Divish, we can muster enough men. And we can all see there's no time to waste. That bastard wants a bat.
Undoubtedly. We have to take them by surprise. It would be best to attack tomorrow night.
That's what...
Henry, I want you to get yourself fixed up and then go straight to Sir Divish of Talmberg. Tell him to assemble all the able-bodied men he can and bring them to...
Yes, sir.
Finally, a chance to show...
What is it, Henry? Is there some...
The thing is, we have to deal with...
I see. And who...
Zbyszek is from Skalitz. He helped me as...
Indeed. Well, Zbyszek, if you saved my son's life, I'm grateful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your generosity.
And under the circumstances, we won't ask how you came to be with that herd of swine at Vran.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Henry.
Get a good meal inside you and get those wounds tended to. You look wretched. And if you need equipment or armor, tell Bernard. He'll give you what you need.
Yes, my lord.
No more, my lord. I'm your father. I swear, Hal, I plan to tell you. I'm sorry Istvan, of all people, beat me to it. But now we have more urgent matters to deal with. Later we'll have time to talk about it. What do you say?
As you wish, my lord. Father.
Good. Now go to Divish as quickly as you can, son.
Awake already? I hope you've had a good rest after all you've been through. You might need it. We got work to do tonight, so get up and get going to Tom.
Sir, I lost all my things at Fran.
Yes, lad, I know.
I need to set off as soon as possible to give the townburgers the message.
Listen
they won't
up,
arrive
men.
in time to help us at
It's going to be a
Fran.
long night, and no easy picking. I want every last one of you standing here in full armor and ready for action by sunset.
I hope I can be of help to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got... God be with you. Wait a moment. You're him, right? The boy from Scarlet's. You're the young fellow who came here.
Yes.
The lady of the castle was asking us.
Ah, I'll go and see her.
Very well. Don't may the Lord watch over you.
Sir, I bring an urgent message from my father. From Sir Radzig and Hanush.
I take it you've heard. What does your father want from me?
I found out who's behind all the unrest in the region, and Father and Hanush have decided to put an end to it all.
What? So who is responsible for all our recent troubles?
You may have met him, Istvan Toth.
No, I haven't met him. But Sir Radzig said he'd been here to visit before the raid. I don't suppose that's a coincidence. What kind of man is he? What is he after?
He's in the service of King Sigismund, and he's fighting the nobility who support King Wenceslas. They've amassed quite a force at the old stronghold above Sasau, and they're planning to attack very soon. Father and Hanush have decided to move first and destroy him before he's prepared.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
When? And how?
Tonight. They send word for you to muster your men and rendezvous with them at Vranyik.
This is madness.
Maybe it is. But I fear that Radzig and Hanush are right. The sooner we cure this pestilence, the better. Gather the men and make ready. We march tonight. Leave only as many as you must to guard the castle.
Very well, sir. As you command.
Will you be coming with us?
Yes, sir. I have some scores to settle with them.
Divish, I see you don't want to miss the show.
You didn't expect me to leave all the glory to you.
Never. We wouldn't dream of starting without you.
What news? Did you parley with them?
We did.
And what was the outcome?
Not quite what we hoped for. Radzig wanted to go parley with him in person. Fortunately, I talked him out of it.
It seems that this will not be resolved without a battle.
Bloody good thing, too. Finally, we'll have some proper entertainment in the countryside.
Fortunately, my son here showed immense daring and made his way into the lion's den to spy on them.
Tell us what you saw, lad.
What do you want to know, exactly?
Well, let's start with how well fortified they are.
The outer palisade goes right around the whole camp. On a small hill inside it, there's a half-demolished farmhouse that's ringed by another palisade. That's where I was held prisoner, and that's where Toth's based. Him and his inner circle.
Can you tell us how many tents there are and how they're arranged?
There might be 50, maybe 70. Most of them in the right-hand side of the camp.
And the men? How many men strong are they?
Quite a few. At least 80.
Huh. We don't number much more than that ourselves.
We do outnumber them, though, even if only by a few men. And our men are well armed and disciplined. The foe, nothing but a rabble.
From what I've seen, it's best to attack from our direction. How does it look from the other sides?
The east side is all rocks, so no hope of launching a major assault from there. On the other hand, that's the way I escaped. It's where they throw all their waste. The heap's already so high it's almost to the top of the palisade.
Now that is interesting. The ramparts are long. If there are as many of them as we think, they can hardly keep watch over the entire length. Attack with full force at the gate, and they won't have enough men at the rear.
That's an excellent strategy. But then I'd expect no less from you.
If we cause an enormous uproar at the same time, they won't know what's hit them.
Uproar?
You said they have tents there?
Yes, sir.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, tents usually burn rather well. And we have quite a few archers.
You don't do things by halves, Divish.
So, I believe we have a plan. Robard will take 10 men and sneak to the rear of the fortifications. There's an entry point, but you must remain hidden.
I will do my best, sir.
That shouldn't be too hard. They'll have other things to worry about. The rest of us will launch a frontal assault, rain burning arrows on them, and then attack.
Those bastards won't know which way to turn.
At that point, Robard and his squad will strike from the rear.
I think it's a good plan.
God be with you, my friends.
We'll wipe those whore sons off the face of the earth. Listen up now. We are about to meet the rabble that have been trying to hurt us. Pillaging, killing, raping, and generally being a thorn in our side for long enough. They may be hiding behind a stockade, but they are still a pack of curs who are no match for men like you. And tonight, we are going to festoon these trees with corpses. First, we will set fire to their little hornet's nest. Then we'll keep them busy by the gate. And when we've made it nice and hot for them, Sir Robard and his men will pounce on them from the rear. And we will hack them to pieces. Have you got it?
Yes, sir!
Good. Now, when we reach the ramparts, the archers will cover the men climbing it and the men with the battering ram. Any of these fuckers foolish enough to stick his head outside the stockade is to lose it at once. Understood? Yes, sir! Glad to hear it. Now, let's do it! Forward! Archers, fire!
Henry! Go with the men and flush out anyone left around the tents so they don't creep up on us from behind. You men, over there, go with him. The rest of you, warm up and go to the top gate.
Where's that Hungarian bastard? Why isn't he here? Don't tell me no one was in command!
It does rather look that way, Hanush.
Henry, where's Toth? You said he was here.
He definitely was, sir. I've got the cuts and bruises to show for it.
We have to find out where he slithered off to. Look for clues. Anything that will tell us what he's doing.
Sir, this was all I could find.
A letter? What does it say, Radzig?
Alongside hunting, drinking, and swordplay, you might find time for a little study, old man. In the courts of Prague, every Tom, Dick, and Harry can read nowadays.
Yes, well, here in the countryside, we don't give a tinker's curse about such things. That's what I've got a scribe for, anyway. What does the damn thing say?
It appears to be written by Toth, but it doesn't say to whom. It says everything's going according to plan, and the castle should soon be taken.
Castle?
What castle? What does he need a castle for?
Sir, we took this one alive. And it seems he's not just some ordinary spear carrier.
Where's that rat Toth? Where did he go? Speak, damn you!
He's thwarted you again, hasn't he?
If you play your cards right, you might come out of this in one piece. Where is your lord? He was here yesterday, wasn't he?
Come now, sir. We both know where I will end up. My lord is gone. He took most of the men and left.
Where has he gone? What is he planning? He writes here about taking some castle. Which castle?
Oh, some nearby castle. Left completely unguarded. Now I wonder where it could be.
What are you saying, you horse son?
Talmberg. Did he go to Talmberg?
You'll never get him! You'll never get...
What? We're planning on sending him to some monastery to become a monk? I believe we have some work to do, Sir Divish, do we not? Mount up, gentlemen. We don't have any time to waste.
Halt! Who goes there? Greetings. We were ambushed. We need assistance. We have wounded men here. Open the gate. The Lord be praised.
Here! Come on! Come on!
Lady Stephanie, I really don't think we should...
My lady.
Faster, man! Come on, faster!
My men are gravely wounded. Without treatment, I'm afraid they won't live to see morning.
Hiya! Hiya!
Not to worry. We'll take care of them.
My lady, you have my uttermost gratitude. May God reward you for your kindness.
Every Christian should help his neighbor in his hour of need.
True. Especially now, when treachery and deception surround us on all sides.
Get out of the way!
The devil lurks in the shadows.
Come on!
And one fears taking a guest into his house. Signal the others. Yes, sir.
Oh no. We're too late.
Quickly! Follow me!
them! Secure the...
Crush them! We have to keep them off our back!
You rat! Come out and fight like a man! I don't think so. I like it better right here. Would you rather hide behind my wife like some mangy whelp? I could just as easily cut her throat. I have hostages enough, and strong walls to protect me. Bring him here! Radzig? What do you want, you viper? Let me think. Actually, there's nothing I want from you. Except maybe to see you all die. Fire! Burn it down!
Christ. Are you all right?
I'll live. Whew, but I don't think I'll be wielding a sword for a while.
Oh, we have men enough for sword wielding. A good lord is harder to come by.
How the hell did they get Radzig? I didn't make it to the gate.
He was charging against reinforcements from the castle.
We have to save Sir my father, somehow.
And we have to save my wife and get our home back.
My friend, I think you know as well as I. We have to lay siege.
No. No, that is our last resort. We have to try all our other options.
Sir, if a few men could scale the western wall after dark, maybe they could get inside, free the hostages, and open the gate. That is, if they're holding them in the courtyard as we've always done.
Well, that's a big if. What if they're seen and they can't raise the portcullis quietly?
Sir Hanish, if we can save just one hostage.
It's a perilous undertaking. Who would you send?
I'll go. Then let us make ready.
I'd better get ready for the night raid. Some light clothing would be best. Dark colours.
This will be something. They'll be telling stories about this for years. Real legends. Unless we fuck it up, then Istvan will be telling the stories. The joke will be on us.
How are you, Henry?
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
What are they waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet. What was that light on the battlements? Fuck this waiting. I'm gonna climb.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon?
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
Raise the alarm! Watch out! Hey, all of you! Gather here! Raise the alarm! The arms! Get over here! Yo! Raise the alarm! Watch out! Hey! All of you! Gather here!
To arms! Get over here!
Come here, Deliverance.
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
The arms! Get over here!
Alarm!
Hey! All of you! Gather here! Raise the alarm! To arms!
I have to admit, we didn't do too well.
True. The shame of it. They drove us back before we even got anywhere. It's worse than if they'd killed us.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. We had to give it a try.
If pigs had wings... I know it troubles you, but it's not over yet. We'll rescue them.
seems, Robard, that we're running out of options.
We don't have enough men to scale the walls with ladders, and we can't afford to lose any more. We can only take Talmberg by a ruse or with superior numbers. Ruses have failed, and we don't have superior numbers.
Then we are left with no choice but to build a trebuchet. To demolish my own walls. Where's Master Fafar?
He's waiting. We sent for him as soon as...
Bring him to me. Let's not waste time.
Sir Divish.
You will build me a trebuchet, Master Tobias.
Trebuchet, my lord. That's not entirely in my field of expertise.
We have to take back Talmberg.
Yes, indeed, sir, I understand that,
you
but...
are the best engineer we can rely on in the whole fiefdom.
Oh, well, thank you, my lord, but... It's just that I've never built a trebuchet before. This could take some time.
Then you'd better get to it. Bernard will go over the plan of attack with you.
Oh.
Well, Master Tobias, you have much to do and little time. I will not keep you any longer.
Indeed. Of course, sir. Thank you, my lord.
How are the preparations proceeding in the other camps?
As well as can be expected under the circumstances. There are still many things that need doing, but I just don't have the time for them.
No, you don't. Henry.
Yes, sir.
I would like for you to help with the preparations in the encampments.
Gladly, sir.
Robard will brief you. That'll be all.
What needs to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and when you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling,
they're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. We've got dead who deserve...
The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all...
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He said he'd never built a trebuchet catapult. I wouldn't even know where to start, but he...
But, if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait.
I'll try to ask him if I can help.
You should definitely do that.
How are you faring?
How do you think I'm faring, lad? There's some cut...
At least no one's raised Talmberg.
Not so far. Though we may end up doing...
I imagine Sir Divish isn't taking it too well.
And why do you think he handed command over to me? But it pains my...
What's the easiest way to take back?
The easiest way? Call in the Royal Army and leave it to them. But there's no Royal Army to help us now, and we can't afford to wait. What's...
Repairing the castle will be...
And time-consuming. No trebuchet is wholly on target. The missiles fly as they please. And if we blast the castle to pieces and Sigismund comes...
Do you think Sigismund...
How do I know what's in his head? But if he doesn't take advantage...
I'd never have thought so many people were keeping an eye on Talmberg.
Not only Talmberg, and we've left precious few men in Ratai. If we're defeated here, who's to stop them from pillaging the whole province? And there's no shortage of power-hungry bastards like Havel and Toth in Bohemia.
Is there some way we can...
There are steps from the gate up to the walkway on the battlements, and I don't know how Istvan's covering them. Then there's the portcullis to get through. A big battering ram might breach it, but how could you get one that close? I reckon we'll have to set fire to it.
Stack up brushwood and light it?
Brushwood, timber, anything that burns, soaked in as...
And even if it doesn't burn the gate right down, it'll weep.
Exactly.
And what about the wall?
The south and east are solid. It would be useless.
It's best defended from the north.
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked, if you recall. But I think in the end we'll try that way again.
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranic for longer. It would have been much easier.
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been real carnage. It's likely we only won there because he'd already gone and taken...
Is there anything you can tell?
The truth is, Talmberg has far too...
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranic.
Toth is a wily...
Is there anything else?
Well, we need some pitch. I know you had dealings with the charcoal burners.
I've met a few, true.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it to our quartermaster. Good luck to you.
The Lord be praised.
Master Fayfar.
Did he? He must think hard.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's...
How can I help with these,
Sir Radzik may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts. And no one is guarding the Skullets mines. The most...
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to...
A silver store? Could there really be any...
I doubt it. I'd be surprised.
What about these water...
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them.
You said mine gallery?
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver...
Should I be expecting...
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing...
I see. Well, you and Sir Radzik... That's all clear.
Take care now.
Sir Robard sent me...
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls. I'll never money.
Well, I'd like to help you, but how?
Actually, Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently.
Conrad Key?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he even took part in the siege and the...
You're still an engineer, though.
Are you serious? Do you know how complicated... If we were lucky, it wouldn't fire at all. Far more likely it would smash itself to smithereens and kill lots of us instead...
He was with Sig.
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after Conrad blamed their defeat.
I don't suppose...
Quite. That's what led to Conrad.
Banished?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer, so nothing quite that bad befell him. I've even heard he has a whole host of wives.
What's he doing here?
They sent him over here to help with building the monastery.
And how am I supposed to get him?
Well, only if all else fails. We need his cooperation.
All right.
Thank you, Henry. May take care.
Yeah.
Good health to you, sir.
Is this where Conrad Keyes...
Indeed. The world-renowned...
I need to speak to...
Oh, really?
Tobias Fayfire sent me. He's...
must be important then. Go. Here's the key. Good luck to you.
By the horn of Joshua, you startle me. I thought you were urban. What do you want?
Sir, Tobias Fayfar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fayfar? Tobias Fayfar? I've heard of him. He invented an
Sir, have you heard what's been going on?
I've heard a thing that...
It has, and we want to take it back.
I doubt it myself. Building siege... Damn. I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, then when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel, perhaps left is the wrong word.
They locked you up?
Not quite. It's a royal castle. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing, although I have lost quite a few of my patrons, thanks to all.
And why are you here?
To be honest...
Money, sir. You don't...
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus.
What is it, your...
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus magnum. Mark my words. One day, our whole world...
Of course. Any day now.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just... Could I help you with...
Who says I what?
But you said you couldn't leave.
Young man, I can't leave because I gave my word, and my word is my bond. I have no...
Who do you work...
My contract is with the abbot himself, but I discussed the work details with Carol, the monastery...
Could I not just pay off?
I doubt it. Carol is only interested in the construction, as long as he...
Ah, as long as he has...
Yes.
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all, the defence of the...
I realise that, but Sassar Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't... But I might...
What do you suggest?
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could...
That's a cute...
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here.
How do I get...
It will be somewhere in his quarters. I suggest waiting until evening. That's when Carol usually goes to the tavern to play dice. He's fond of his stuff.
Right. You really can't come with me right away?
Damn. I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that... Look here, I don't want any trouble. You better talk...
Put the...
Stop that right now!
Call that. Bring it on. Take that! Ow! Call that combat. Fuck!
Got ya. And now I'll think. What? Try that on someone.
If it was up to me.
Look, I'll tell you the truth.
Ha ha. Well, that won't help.
Put me in jail then.
Get moving. I hope you what?
do you think you're doing? I have a mind to call the guards.
Well then,
I've got that commission.
Not so loud. The very thing. Go to the Sasau scribe and say to him, the fox...
Is that a password?
Just so. Then all you have to do is take the new document to Carol and...
All right.
But most importantly, do it quick. Carol's no fool. If he can't find it, he'll put 2 and 2 together.
Meat, mutton, veal, beef, and chicken.
What else to you, sir?
I have a message.
Hmm?
The fox isn't...
What? What in
Conrad Keyser sent me.
Why the hell did...
That sod. He delivered...
Well, never mind.
I've got this document here, and I need to have a different one drawn up with,
So Conrad is still up to his old... Let's see it then. All right. Take care now.
Is it done?
Here you are. And good luck to you.
God be with you.
A messenger brought
To the hand of...
the hand of fate.
We'll see what fate brings. I have an authorization letter of my own. Come with me. Good luck to you.
So Conrad may leave.
He can. The letter of patent is...
Wonderful.
May the Lord watch over you. Look out.
They're after me!
What? Who is?
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm.
They're after...
Who?
Sigismund's people!
Why would they be after?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now, what am I to do?
What makes you think...
When I was on my way to Sassau, I saw Baron Pekar. Now I've been told he was seen, and a stranger's been creeping around. They're after me, head.
Take it easy. If someone's after you...
I don't...
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if any...
You will, won't you? Good, good. I'll be sure...
I hope I can be of help to you.
Would you be master?
I would.
Henry.
And what do you want from me,
To ask why you've come.
An interrogation, then, I see.
And who is it you're doing? Stay away.
Keezer.
So he doesn't need to worry.
Worry? Good Lord, no.
Right.
As the master. Been a pleasure. Bloody thing.
Halt! What are you doing here?
Quiet, for God's sake. You'll wake the whole monastery.
Silence! For God's sake, I caught you in the middle of...
Assassination? What are you on?
You told me to my face you were here purely for business, and then I catch you sneaking up to it.
Keezer?
Well, yes.
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the custodian here, Sir Sebastian, and I've come to realise how he's been cheating me repeatedly. The dispute's been running for a while, and still has legs. So I wanted my money back, that's all. I've no quarrel with Conrad.
I don't believe a word.
Well, sorry, but I'm telling... But if it will help you sleep better... Farewell. What the fuck?
Well, did you...
I did.
And?
He's dead. He was...
Lord,
It was. He made excuses about a
So they are after me. I knew it. Sweet Jesus, there'll be more.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded...
Yes. Thank you, Henry. I'm... A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Roquetta to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roquetta? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Roquetta are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roquetta, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
Greetings.
I came to an agreement.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow. That I guarantee.
Just one thing. If he should send you somewhere and
Password?
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be fine work. You've certainly saved. I probably shouldn't, but...
Thank you.
Farewell.
More dry gruel. It's enough to drive a man mad. Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Let's see how strong those walls are.
Let it rip!
That was just the first shot. The trebuchet has to be calibrated. That's perfectly normal. I'll have the range in no time.
Move! God damn it, I have to get to Sir Divish! Sir, they're coming. There's no time.
Someone bring water. Breathe, man. You'll be all right. Who's coming?
There's an army on the way. And they're carrying the colors of Havel Medic of Valdek. And they're very close.
Havel Medic? He's surely not coming to help us.
Not that bastard. I have a score to settle with him. Gentlemen, Toth's reinforcements are about to descend on us.
That swine. How many men?
We don't know exactly, but there are many. and they will probably be here by dawn.
So soon? How is it that we knew nothing about this before?
The whole land is in chaos. It's a wonder we can find out anything at all.
If they attack from the rear...
We'd be finished, just as Toth has been planning.
The sneaky weasel.
He's been one step ahead of us the whole time.
Not this time, though.
What are you thinking?
Robard, how do you think the weather will be tomorrow?
Well, sir, if my joints don't deceive me, and they rarely do, it'll rain. It'll rain buckets.
Here. We'll make a stand here, I and Radzig's men. You will wait until they charge us, and then strike them from the rear. Here, and here. If we succeed, we'll have it over and done with before they notice anything in Townbrook.
It might just work. But we'll have to leave someone in the encampments in case they do come out of Talbrook.
A few men will be all I need.
Well, that depends on whether you can hold out. We don't even know how many there are.
We will hold out.
I'll give the orders to my men.
We will be ready.
My part in the battle, sir. I wanted to go with the Skalitz men.
I need more than that from you.
More, sir?
If we can't hold out at the quarry, we're finished. You, I, Hanish, and Radzik. And since Hanish is commanding the flank attack, Radzik is captive and I'm wounded, Captain Robard will be leading on the field.
Of course. Who better?
There's no question Robard's a good commander. But many of the men will be from Skalitz. We need someone there who knows them and has their respect.
Sir?
I mean you, Henry.
But that is... I want to be in the...
Now hear me well. There are whole cemeteries full of heroes who rushed into danger. And if the first human you meet, not to mention that in the battle, you and a group of Skalitz men will be concealed in the woods over...
But sir, I think I should...
Quiet! Don't underestimate the task I'm setting you. You'll have to keep nervous men and then conduct the attack if the line should start to break. That's what I like to hear. When you're ready, go and join them. They'll be mustering in the woods.
If you thought you'd be spending the whole siege sitting on your arse... And if there's one thing...